Marie Curie, the woman who shined like light. A long time ago, in the cold city of Warsaw, Poland, a little girl named Maria Sklodowska was born. Her family was poor, but her heart was full of dreams. Every night, she sat near the window, reading books by candlelight. While others slept, she whispered to herself, "One day, I will discover something great." But life in Poland was hard. At that time, girls were not allowed to study at the university. Still, Maria didn't give up. She found a secret school called the Flying University. It was not really flying, but it moved from one hidden place to another so the police wouldn't find it. There, Maria studied physics, chemistry, and mathematics. She wanted to know how the world truly worked from the smallest atom to the biggest star. Years later, she left Poland for Paris, France. The journey was long, and she had very little money. Sometimes, she ate only bread and tea. In the winter, her small room was freezing cold. But she studied harder than anyone else. At the Sorbonne University, Maria, now called Marie Curie, became one of the few women in her classes. Her professors were amazed. She was quiet but brilliant, always writing notes faster than anyone
could speak.
One day, she met a kind and curious scientist named Pierre Curie. He was shy like her, but when they talked about science, their eyes
shined.
They soon fell in love not just with each other, but with discovery itself. Together, Marie and Pierre began studying strange new materials called uranium and pitchblende. They noticed something strange even when, alone in the dark, the rocks seemed to glow. Marie worked day and night, stirring heavy pots, measuring tiny pieces, and writing down every result. Her hands were often burned, and her clothes were full of dust. But she never stopped. For years, she worked in a small, broken-down shed that leaked rain. When her friends said, "You are working too hard," she simply smiled and said, "I am not working, I am discovering." After 4 long years, Marie and Pierre discovered something new, a mysterious, shining element. She named it radium, from the Latin word for ray. They also found another element, polonium, named after her beloved homeland, Poland. These discoveries changed the world forever. Marie became the first woman to ever win a Nobel Prize. But even greater, she was also the first person to win it twice. One for physics, one for chemistry. No one had ever done that before. But her life was not only filled with light, it was also filled with pain. One day, Pierre died in a tragic accident. Marie was heartbroken. She stopped eating, stopped talking, and for a while, she stopped working. But she remembered his words, "Marie, our work is not finished." So, she returned to her lab. She carried on for science, for truth, and for him. During the war, Marie built small X-ray machines and drove them herself to the front lines. She wanted to help doctors see broken bones and save soldiers' lives. A woman with a mysterious smile, eyes that seemed to follow you wherever you went. At it took him years to finish. He carried it with him everywhere, even when he left Italy for France. When people asked why, he said, "She is not just a painting. She is life itself." The soldiers called her Madame Curie, the lady with light. She risked her life many times, but she never cared about danger. Years later, the very light she discovered began to hurt her. The radiation damaged her body slowly. She didn't know it was dangerous. Her notebooks, even today, are still radioactive and kept in lead boxes. Yet, she never regretted her work. In her final years, she said, "Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood." And she smiled. Marie Curie passed away in 1934, but her light never faded. Her discoveries led to cancer treatments, X-rays, and new medical sciences. Because of her, millions of lives have been saved. Today, when people see the word Curie in hospitals, science books, or history lessons, they remember the woman who refused to give up. The woman who brought light from darkness. Marie Curie once said, "I was taught that the way of progress is neither swift nor easy. She was right. Her life reminds us that true discovery comes not from comfort, but from courage. And if you listen closely, her voice still echoes through time, soft but powerful, saying, "Be brave, be curious, and shine your own light on the world."